Hello, my name is Brittany, and this is my Flat Earth confession. So, I've came across Flat Earth about, a couple months ago, and I was never big on really life. I'm 29 last month, woohoo, almost 30, finding that being flat brought me back to God, really. And I grew up never going to church, reading a Bible. Really, anything on TV never really got to me. Because it was programmed that way. It was to be, you live on a globe in the middle of nowhere, you're in an accident, doesn't matter. Good, bad. Anything you do, you're just a speck in the middle of nowhere. Even if you are a good person, it didn't matter. So, pretty much finding out that we are not on a globe, a ball of water spinning thousands, 1,000 miles per hour, circling a sun, circling a galaxy, circling fucking everything. So it's kind of a nice change knowing I'm not just nothing, and a little liberating, even though a lot of people feel the opposite, because they want you to feel like what you do doesn't matter. So you should feel good about that. No one's watching you. But even if no one was watching me, I was always trying to be a good person. And pretty much growing up with um, no path to follow. I had to find my own. And I guess it's a good thing because it is God wants to be found, not just handed to you. Say, here, this is what you should believe. You should know and feel that what you found was good, not just he's worked for, really. So when you work for something, you appreciate it. And knowing that I found it on my own, no help, no guidance, it kind of just happened, which is more of faith and destiny, really. So I call this my flat earth confession because I've tried to talk to people a little bit, but you see that indoctrination heavily, even when I just say, how do you know it's round? They come out with, you see the curve. Don't you know Coriolis effect? And I'm like, have you really seen the curve? And Coriolis effect only works if there's gravity, right? So, no gravity, no magical force that holds water to a spinning ball, which, really think about it, doesn't make sense. But anyways, for a while I was like, oh, that's cool. We're in the middle of nowhere. We spin, flying through galaxies with a whole bunch of other people. Not so cool when you think about you could actually be special and made on purpose. Because even my life, I was an accident being born. Not too bad. My parents love me and take care of me, and I have a child of my own. He's 7, and I can see him being indoctrinated now, and I don't know what to do. I haven't really told anyone in my immediate family about this. My mother just started going back to church with her new husband, which is wonderful because we never really were around it. So, and my boyfriend, the father of my child, told me you need to research God, and he recently refound him and told me to look into it, and I'd never really wanted to. But when I came across the flat earth is what brought me back to God more than just someone telling me to look into it. I got it from my mom, she's going back, and then my boyfriend's telling me to look at it, and then I'm at work and I listen to radio shows and videos and stuff. I'm an accountant all day, so I try to entertain my mind while I do busy work 40 hours a week, and so I try to entertain myself and, keep it going, learning daily. So basically just learning all the stuff I've been seeing recently. Like, there's no curvature. Even if it was a ball, you wouldn't see it, because if there was a curve and you turn left or right, it's not going to keep going down. So, I mean, even if you're on a ball, it has to be flat all the way around. So when people yell that out at me, I'm just like, your perspective's wrong, or you're just so indoctrinated that you just think you see it and you don't. And I'm big on math. I mean, I'm an accountant, so I did the research where they told me the equation and all that stuff. So makes sense. If stuff would lean away, which it don't. Obviously, buildings are all standing vertical, extremely vertical. They don't lean, which would be dangerous. So that couldn't be right. And then NASA never really believed that we went to the moon, just because all of it was so out there. And even my dad, he told me a long time ago, they're like, we never landed on the moon. There's no way. All those photos are fake. And then, you see the videos, you watch it, and you really think about it. There's not a solid picture of Earth without being a painting or a drawing or cartoons, really. CGI is just a cool name for, woohoo, cartoons. So I figured that one out. I am a painter, so I mean, after I started looking at it, perspective really hinders people's ability. They could tell you what you see, or they can tell you what you should see, and you'll see it, even if it's not there. So I'm trying to figure out a way to tell my family to basically look for themselves, not just believe me. But I wish it would be that easy, because they just believe school. But somehow it's harder to believe me than a teacher who stands in front of you and says the Earth is round and we go really, really fast. Only on the equator and not at the poles. Wouldn't you, I don't know, weigh more or something? Get pulled? When you really think about it, the continents, wouldn't they be like in the middle of the globe? Because when you spin, it would be like pushed to the middle? I don't know. Anyways. So, just coming to reality, really. Not knowing if it's flat or a plane that goes on forever or a simulation, or if it's really all in each person's head and none of it's real for anyone and everything's different. I just know it's not spinning in the middle of fucking nowhere, meaning nothing, and we're just an accident from a monkey. I mean, they say we're really close to monkeys, but we're not. That's a lie too. We're close if they don't count like half of our DNA, which, that's funny how that's science, but it's not. So just trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, starting to gather my stuff and present it. I have a couple brothers. I kind of brought it up to my partner, told him to watch a video, but I don't think he took me seriously, and he probably thinks I'm crazy. I don't even want to talk about it with him. It's more of I rather talk to people who already feel the way I feel. I'm more of to comfort someone else that you're not the only one, that something's wrong, instead of trying to tell someone they're wrong, because that never seems to go right. So I'm gathering stuff. I'm making a PowerPoint for my brother, which is going to be fun. Hey, look at this. Believe me. But kind of just getting it all together, because he was brought up like me. We weren't ever brought to church or with Bibles, like I said. And then my mom married a new man, and he has a couple sons. So I kind of need to bring it up to everyone. And then my father, he's big on conspiracies, which is kind of where I got it from. He always told me everything you know is wrong, which is really helpful when it comes to finding out that it's true. Because, I mean, when you're told this when you're young, it's not hard to believe. But when you're told this when you're 30, I think it would be a little harder. But I've known for a long time that we are programmed to think a certain way. It's more of they want to know what I will do before I even know what I would do. So when they indoctrinate you and program you, they can read you, and you'll play right along with what they want you to do. So I'm just trying to figure it out and how to go about this, because I don't want to hide it. Because isn't it God who told you if you know something, you tell someone? Really? Try to bring them to the light instead of sitting back and watching them knowing they're wrong. At least I can say I tried. So, I guess first video on Flat Earth, and I don't know how to make videos very well, so I guess it's like the best I can do for now until I know how to do it. Maybe I'll show you my PowerPoint if I can get it on here somehow. I don't know. But it'd be really great to start something local. I've been watching Rob Skiba, which is great because he's in that whole Bible thing that I'm trying to start. And I don't have a lot of time to be reading. I read, I do, but it's more of a relax than a study, because I am an accountant all day. I'm a florist during the day, and I cook bar food at night. And I'm a mom and a girlfriend. And it's very heavy. And then try not to tell people what I've been doing for months and thinking about for months. It's kind of hard. I don't really... I've been thinking for a long time on what to do about that, and to somehow figure out how to talk to him about it, and really figure out a plan on what to do. Because I want my kid to know that basically everything in school is made for him to just repeat and follow. Because that's all they want. They can change history in 20 years. I mean, anything that happens and you're not there, you don't know, you just listen. So he's not going to know it's not round. He's not up in space looking down. He's just going to believe what the teacher says because they're supposed to be smart. They're supposed to be ones to know. But they're so indoctrinated, they don't even know. So you have the misinformed teaching other misinformed and then literally wanting to fight you about it. But there's a lot of stuff I've come across that it's just, there's no way. There's no way it's round. I mean, theory of gravity, and they still call it that. Obviously, it wasn't ever proven. It's just magic. I'm like, just the stuff in school, I just believed because they say that's what you learn, and it's not. It's very troubling. So, I guess I'll put this one out. Start some other ones. It's like, I know there's people out there. Obviously, nowhere near me. I'm in Marion, Iowa. Not a lot of cornfields. It is kind of a city. So I do want to find a place where it's not that I want to fit in, I want to feel like I'm not crazy, because I know I'm not. I've come across a thing, it's called, it's hard to be sane in an unsane world. And it is. Sanity is very hard to find when everyone's sick. So that's my goal. I want to heal people, help, at least send out the right word and hinder the lies. So that's my confession. Let me know what you think.